And so around 2 or so weeks ago when 8th anniversary ICHIGO first initially released, we took him into the hardest piece of content in the game, that of course being Ultra Co-op Inheritance Trials. And at special move level 1 out of 5, he was single-handedly able to auto it all by himself. As of right now, he's the only character that can do that. Even some of the better autos in the game, 6th anniversary Aizen, 1000 year Blood Aizen, even Spirits Alpha Overview Jushiro are not able to auto IT on the ultra difficulty at only special move level 1 out of 5. This Ichigo was able to do it quite frankly due to his poise, really good crowd control, but most importantly frenzy +3 with the increased chance to inflict weakening and also drain. That means any enemy that does spawn in is very likely to get weakened and he's very likely to always be at full stamina. It's of course an achievement that only he can say, so of course when he released it was really cool to see a character like this auto IT, but that was the holo IT. It's kind of expected he can go through that very easy because he himself does have killer. What about him going for a quest when he doesn't have killer? Well, that's what we're here to test today. So for those wondering what build we are going with, we have a fortification build, we have a T-set, and of course we also do have a Hojikuzai. The Hojikuzai is very important since we are getting a 100% increase on our healing effect, and that can allow us to easily stay at full stamina, especially given the fact that we're just constantly healing thanks to our frenzy +3 and also drain. Remember, he's only special move level 1 out of 5, so this is something that basically anyone else could do if you really wanted to. And to make it so we can have an easier time in case he does take hits, or potentially does get one shot, we've given him dodge and also last ditch. In some cases, you might not even need to even give him these effects, but just to make it significantly more consistent and have that extra bit of security, the last ditch and dodge definitely will help. When it comes to the links, we just simply have 3 strong attack recharge links, one of them being the Senkamon Ichigo link, giving us 12% recharge and also 100% extra last ditch survival. So it's that simple, let's start it. Alright then, so let's test it out, right? Let's see how consistent this will potentially be. We'll do a few more attempts after this one too. But what you're going to see against once more is just unreal crowd control, right? Constantly inflicting spasms, weakening and also draining, and we're very likely not to get a single hit from the enemies until we actually go to the boss stages, which is going to be very similar to the first time we attempted this when going against the holo enemies. As you can see there, we've yet to be hit. That's really impressive. And remember, this time around we are going against the human enemies, and they can be quite annoying, especially those with the hats that have a ridiculously fast activation time on their hits. Whenever you're playing IT, especially against the human enemies, there's a good chance you are potentially going to get hit or even die because their attacks can be quite annoying. In Ichigo's case though, it's not going to matter. It's really not. And if he can auto this by himself at 1 out of 5, I don't think there's going to be a single quest that he can't auto. Especially if you eventually get duped with the character. Because I would like to think some of the harder Inheritance Trials quests are the human and also holo enemies, because they are some of the more annoying ones with the attacks that you have. Maybe the Aaroniero one might be a tad bit annoying with the spinning enemies. We might have to make this a series, him trying to auto every single IT. We are now going against the bosses though. She has been weakened. Orihime is not going to be an issue for us whatsoever. Uryu is now coming into trying to do something, but he's been weakened. He's been weakened. As long as he's weakened when he does his instant kill, we should be fine. So there you go. We actually had an attack going on for the same time. We have yet to die against a single boss. You love to see it. This is common for Ichigo though. That's the norm when using this character. We did get an extra stage, which really isn't much of an issue. Doesn't make this quest any easier. And the question is, have we been hit yet by the normal mobs? I don't think we have. I think it's literally just been the bosses. But the next set of bosses are about to spawn in. We've used the SA2. Once it's... Okay, yeah, we've actually used the SA2 perfectly. Jackie's now hitting us. She's been weakened though. Not a problem. Hopefully we can get an attack off real quick. Yes, we can. Look at that. We've inflicted weakening on both of the enemies. You've yet to die. We have yet to die. Do we even need last ditch? I don't think so. Potentially. Oh, we almost died there. Yukio started attacking us. Mr. Potts, no. He missed the pots. That's fine. I wanted to use an attack there just to grab him, but it's fine. It's fine. So we're already back up to full stamina. So the next time the bosses spawn in, which they're going to spawn in right on the vortex, I believe. Potentially. So both of them have now been inflicted with weakening. That's great. Chad potentially could have done something to us, but nope. He got weakened. Of course he did. Now we're going into the final set of bosses. They're not going to attack us until we attack them. And we decided to attack them, but they've already been weakened. They've already been weakened. Are we not even going to die? Do we even... Okay, we're about to. Hold on. Okay, we died there, but we have 200 and last ditch. That's fine. We should hopefully spawn in use strong attacks. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. At 1 out of 5, no extra investment, just SP level 10. We only died once with 100% last ditch. We went ahead and autoed IT ultra difficulty against the human enemies with no killer in 3 minutes and 17 second time. I've already been saying it, but I think this is even more proof that Ichigo is the best autoer in the entire game. No one can auto like Ichigo can. But keep in mind, that's only when it comes to co-op content. If you're autoing single player content, which is easy and everyone one-shots, Retsu's probably still the best because she's the fastest. Best autoer in single player content comes down to who autos the fastest. Ichigo is not the fastest autoer, but he is the safest. Because again, as of right now, he's the only character that can do this. And we said it in our first initial video, why would you want to do this? Well, if you're feeling lazy, if you're feeling extra lazy and you just want to auto IT co-op, I mean, it's an option. It's an option. It's an option that no other character has, right? And if you are autoing in co-op too and you have people joining you getting carried, there's a good chance you keep them alive too. Which, you know what? Let's actually test that. All right then, so let's try that once more. In this case, we have 2 Momos with us and also Nelio. Hopefully they all decide to be on auto, because if I can actually farm like this, I generally might do it. If I can just casually farm IT and guarantee to auto, it's not going to be too bad, right? Because then I can just stack up pots over time, albeit a tad bit slower, right? But then the benefit is I don't have to focus on the game, right? So let's see how it does go. We have some extra utility here. The Nell is playing. I did say I'd carry. Hopefully they just turn on auto. I'd like to think the Nell isn't really doing much here, but if we beat this without me even touching it, this would be really cool. Which we should, right? But I think the main hope here is that we can keep everyone alive, mainly the 2 Momos that we do have with us. I kind of trash on Momo for being like a mid character for IT, but the benefit here is that we are going to get the boost effect, right? And I guess the good thing about Momo's always been that she's a great character to get carried. So if we can keep her alive here, that's going to be great. The road test here is going to be when the bosses spawn in. They should spawn in right now. Hopefully we can get the SA2 down. Yes, we do. Can we apply the weakening? Yes, we can. And that's going to allow our teammates to also do some respective amount of damage, right? They're weakened, and then they're taking 50% more damage from everyone. I'm surprisingly haven't actually been doing this, but this might be my new way of farming IT. We'll definitely try one more attempt. Hopefully this time without Nell manually playing. But I mean, this is a way of farming. And when I do usually do this, I will have the character special level 10 with additional level 10 focus. So it will make it even easier, right? Because we're doing more damage with the guaranteed criticals. Again, any extra investment you have into this character, the better. Because more damage, more survivability, right? If you gave this character level 10 SP, level 10 focus, level 10 stamina, then there's a pretty good chance he doesn't even die. But we're into the final stage. I believe the first set of bosses have spawned in. No one's actually died yet, myself included. Look at this. Look at this. The final bosses are now about to spawn in. I believe we've gone ahead and died. Yes, we have unfortunately spawned right on top of the enemies without any strong attacks going off. But there goes Tsukishima, and there goes Ginjo. Look at that. This is great. This is great. We're going to do that once more. Shout out to the lads that joined Drizzup and also missed MSL. What they preferred is they did auto, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll allow it. Because again, the main thing that I'm doing here is is not playing. And look at that. Sure, we're not getting the additional 5 pots because I'm not bringing a pot character, but I get to easily auto it. And yeah, this is definitely how I'm going to be autoing IT in the future. This is how I'm going to be playing IT in the future. I'm just going to casually stack up pots over time. And for the record too, my Momo wasn't even like worked on and she didn't even die. That's kind of impressive. Like sure, she is 5 out of 5, but I might actually invest into her just for the idea of getting carried here. Because it wouldn't be too bad if I can get that extra bit of damage, extra bit of survivability on Momo. Because the longer she can stay up, the better for my Ichigo. Because we're also, of course, getting extra effects from the boost effects. Alright then, so attempt number 2, or I guess overall attempt number 3. In this case, everyone is now on auto, so we can do a full auto test. Again, the hope here is that everyone can stay alive, right? If we can do that, that's great. The Nell might end up dying because she is an SP character. And I'm actually not sure what killer do these enemies have. It might be Sorpa killer, you know? I'm going to have to double check that after that. Unfortunately, their Momo went down. That's fine though. Hopefully my Momo can stay alive. And you know, even Nelliel's not too bad in it because she does have the team heal buff, right? And of course, forgot to mention that too, one great thing about this Ichigo is that we do have complete shared status immunity. So every time, because we are autoing, we stand on a paralysis pool, it's going to occasionally give the paralysis immunity to the other characters in the team. We use the SA3 perfectly in that stage, that's great, because there are going to be the occasional times where, you know, we actually spawn right on top of enemies, and then we potentially get caught off guard and get hit. Into our first boss stage, though, really good use of the SA2. We have no attack ready for the boss. Hopefully they can quickly get weakened with the attacks. Yes, they can. Look at that, Orihime's gone down. Or she's about to go down, right? There she goes. And now the SA2 is on Ichigo, or sorry, Uryu. And again, easily weakening. That SA2, in combination with the Frenzy 3 and weakening, is just amazing. This is why I love this character. So our next big test here, the next set of bosses are going to spawn. And we did actually end up dying, but that's an example of getting caught in a bad position. Luckily, though, we did spawn in, used our strong attacks right away when we needed to. And now they've all been officially weakened. That's great. This might be our scariest or closest run, potentially. So we have 100% last ditch. Depending on how the RNG goes here, we might potentially die. We have to see. Hopefully we can use a strong attack on the next set of bosses because we are going to spawn right on top of them. But the bosses luckily were actually weakened. That's great. SA2 goes down, so if they do get unweakened, they get weakened straight away. And hopefully we can kill this stage real quick because the next set of bosses, look at that. Next set of enemies spawned right on top of our SA3. Hopefully we can apply this weakening. Yes, we can. Look at that. Look at that. Not worried whatsoever because if we do eventually die here, we are just going to revive and potentially weaken straight away. Another example of us staying on full auto. This time our entire team was on full auto and we beat it once more. An amazing character, without a doubt the best auto in the entire game. If this doesn't prove it, I don't know what does. If you still don't believe it, someone please show me another character being able of doing this. Because I've tested it. I tried out Files New Bubble Eyes and I've tried out Spirits Off of you, Jushiro. At 1 out of 5, they just simply don't auto. And a 3-minute play time for auto is not too bad. And again, look at all those extra pots. You love to see it. So this is definitely going to be my go-to way of farming power IT now. It is going to be on the slower side because the runs themselves do last around 3 or so minutes. But to be fair, that was only trying out, especially with a 1 out of 5, so we only had level 10 SP. Once I do give him level 10 focus, we are going to clear a tad bit faster since we are having a higher DPS. And I would showcase that now, but the purpose of the video was to show that is worse, only SP level 10. So again, as mentioned, any extra dupes you get at this character, the better it becomes. And I'm probably going to invest on my Momo on my alt account just to make the runs even faster, even better. But yeah, the runs do take a tad bit longer than usual, again 3 minutes, but the benefit is that I get to do other things at the same time, while casually stacking up potentially a lot of super links or potions and also normal links or potions. If you are a lazy player that only likes autoing in this game, well, this character is a dream come true. With that said, I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace. For those wondering though, just did a run with SP level 10 and Focus level 10, and we cleared around 23 seconds faster, but that was only with 2 momos. We were a man down, so only 3 players overall, and we were still able to clear faster. So yeah, if you have Focus level 10, the runs do get sped up just a tad bit.